Hey guys, I just watched the movie Serenity last night with Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway. This is basically like the Truman Show if it was on Plymouth Island. It's basically a simulation of an illusion of a video game that is constructed by Matthew McConaughey's son within the movie. I thought this movie was interesting. I love the symbolism of water when he's going into the water and seeing his son. Also, I love the symbolism where he's sitting by a table and he's feeling the water and connecting to his son as if the son constructed the entire video game and basically controlling Matthew McConaughey carrying out this murder that he's doing on his stepfather. And what is interesting about this is that when it's all said and done, then all the pixels and all of the manifestations that were there, all the things that were making this thing work, this well-oiled machine that is called this video game, just kind of go away, and it's kind of like all just folds into itself, and like many different pixels are flying in the air, and then he constructs a new game where he's with his dad. So it's kind of like whatever we put our thought, whatever we put our intention, whatever we place within creation and distinction and leveling out the playing field of how we create from that standpoint. This movie is a simulation of how we are in the illusion, how we are unconsciously making decisions, how we are doing so many different things that we don't even understand why we're doing it. And it seems like that this movie knew what it was about. The performances are great. Also, the very fact as he discovers that whatever he's doing on the island is not real, that the people are not real, that everything is just completely a lie. It made me just think like, wow, that's how most people are living when you discover that you're living a lie. I thought this movie was very, very much spiritual. I thought it was interesting that there was divine justice here, even though it was kind of dirty. It kind of reminded me of the movie The Little Things. Maybe I should review that too. But it's really just a nice way to see that we are living within a video game, that we are truly living within our own Truman Show. And once we discover that we're not living within that Truman Show, then we start to step out. Now, there are parts in this movie where I think it's a little ridiculous, where he's getting drunk as he's discovering it, and he drinks like 2 bottles of rum, and then he has 14 minutes to get there because she convinced her husband as his hand was broken because his shipmate paid money for a bunch of guys to beat him up. That was really just kind of... And there were some parts of the movie where I thought Matthew McConaughey wanted to be naked a bunch, which I just didn't really care for. But other than that, I think this movie is very spiritual, and I think everybody should at least watch it once. It's basically like The Truman Show, but just on a boat and in Plymouth Island.